Hi, welcome to another English lesson on the English concepts. Today's lesson is to help you improve on your pronunciation skills. I'm going to put some words on the screen for you to pronounce those words, after which I pronounce them correctly, and then you make comparison as to whether you pronounce them correctly or not. Let's start with this word. Did you say advertisement or advertisement? You want to sound American if you said advertisement, and if you said advertisement in British English. So in British English they pronounce the word as advertisement. In American English they say advertisement. So either way you are correct. Now let's continue. Did you say lieutenant or lieutenant? It should be noted that in American English they pronounce the word as lieutenant, in British English as lieutenant. So notice the difference in pronunciation. The previous one was advertisement for American English and advertisement for British English. The second is lieutenant for American English and lieutenant for British English. What about this word? Did you say debt? The word is pronounced as debt, and not debt, but debt. Whenever B comes before T, the B is silent. It is not pronounced, as we learned in silent letters. So D-E-B-T is debt and not debt. What about this? Of course, debtor and not debtor. Okay, I've already said that the B before T is silent, so don't pronounce the B in debt and debtor. Okay, what about, did you say recitation? That is wrong. It is recitation and not recitation. It is citation, not citation. Okay, we mostly mispronounce it because of its verb form, which is recite. But you should notice that there is an E coming after the T in recite, unlike in recitation where we have an A coming after the T. But in English language, when T comes up at the end of a word, the T is usually silent, and it doesn't remain silent just that. It changes the sound of the vowel that comes before it. And so in recite, you can see an I, a vowel, coming before the T. And that is why the sound of the vowel I is changed to I and not A. The recite has an E coming at the end of the word, and that E is changing the vowel sound that comes before it. But in recitation, there is no E coming after the first T. It is an A, and so A doesn't change the sound of the vowel that comes before it. It is an E that changes the vowel sound and not A. So say recitation, and not recitation. It is not recite, but recitation. And I've explained to you why it is recitation and not recitation. What about, did you say plumber? Now, the U is not pronounced as O, as you say plumber. It is pronounced as A with a sharp A and not as O. So pla and not plo. Okay? And I've already said that when B comes after M, the B is silent in bomb. In American they say bam. In British bomb. Comb. Climb. Whenever B comes after M, the B is silent. So in plum, you see, plumber and not plumber. Don't say plumber. Remember, the B is silent. When B comes after M, the B is always silent, and the U is not pronounced as O, it is pronounced as A. So you want to say plumber and not plumber. What about this word? Did you say question? It is not pronounced as question. It is pronounced as question and not question, but question. Okay, so question and not question. you want to say question mark and not question mark, but question. Chin, not shin, okay? The last word in this pronunciation lesson has got to do with the pronunciation of the word itself. So how did you pronounce this word? Did you say pronunciation? I'm sorry, but the word is not pronounced as pronunciation, okay? There is no O after N. So you don't want to say pronoun. Don't say pronoun because there's no O after the N. Mostly we confuse ourselves with the pronunciation of the verb form, which is pronounce. And in pronounce, there is an O after the N. But pronunciation has got no O after N, okay? So don't say pronoun. Say pronoun, none, okay? Pronoun, N-U-N, none, and not noun, okay? And there's no Z or Z letter in it. So you don't want to say zation. It is not zation. It is ciation. Pronunciation, okay? Pronunciation, not pronunciation. Let's practice some for example sentences using the words that we've learned today. The plumber can't make any advertisement because of his debt. The plumber can't make an advertisement because of his debt. That is in American, because of advertisement. So in British you want to say, the plumber can't make any advertisement because of his debt. The plumber can't make any advertisement because of his debt. Don't say the plumber can't make any advertisement because of his debt. So not plumber and not debt, okay? In American, the lieutenant paid attention to the pronunciation of words during the recitation. The lieutenant paid attention to the pronunciation of words during the recitation. That is in American English because of lieutenant. In British you want to say the lieutenant paid attention to the pronunciation of words during the recitation. And don't say recitation or pronunciation. Don't say the lieutenant paid attention to the pronunciation of words during the recitation. It is not recitation but recitation, and pronunciation, not pronunciation. Don't ask too many questions when you are a debtor. Don't ask too many questions when you are a debtor. It is not question but question, okay? And debtor, not debtor. Thank you very much for making time to watch this lesson. I look forward to having you watch the next lesson. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. And recommend this video to your friends who may be interested in learning English language with us. See you